if you don't believe in spirituality and the multiple dimensions or frequencies of living and how we live in 3D, but we experience 4D because time is the fourth dimension. Like, if you don't believe in all that stuff, just scroll past, okay? So last night, or rather early this morning, at around like 3 a.m., okay? The witching hour, or whatever you want to call it, I had literally the biggest epiphany of my life. Okay, so I have been trying to, and knowing that I am misunderstanding what it means to raise your frequency. And I do not remember who it was. There's some lady who defines like the different frequencies with a different emotion. So, like love, acceptance, actualization, just different sort of emotions. And this led me to believe that if I want to raise my frequency, that I must imbue or embody this emotion constantly throughout the day. I just have to make that be me. And I realize now, that, that's defining it that way just helps us understand. But when you raise your frequency, you're raising your level of awareness, your level of experience. You are not necessarily aware of everything, including the spiritual realm, at the same time. You are precisely aware of whatever it is that you're choosing to be aware about at that time. So, like if you're having a conversation with a friend and you're trying to listen to them and empathize with them, understand their experience, you're aware of that and everything that that entails in that moment. You do things that, or rather, everything that you do, you perceive and are aware of what frequency it, or how it affects your frequency. Whether or not it lowers it, higher it, maintains it. You are aware of what emotions it creates within you. You are aware of the emotions that you experience and are able to filter out those emotions and not be long-term affected by those emotions. You're able to just maintain your sense of being. Follow me to part two. So being able to maintain your sense of being without without outside influences influencing it. So, anything can happen around you. People can say anything. You can do anything, experience anything, and it will not change your sense of being, your sense of awareness. Now, sense of being, we need to understand because I also realized that we as a society, including myself, misunderstand what it means to be ourselves. Like, what does it mean to be me? What does it mean to be you? And for an exercise. So you might think to yourself, well, my religion is my whole life. My religion is who I am. False. That is not who you are. Your religion, your beliefs can change. Anything about you that can change does not define who you are. So the preferences for movies, your favorite color, your favorite food, the foods you like or dislike, types of fashion, types of activities, hobbies, jobs, all of those things can change. Your words can change. Your thoughts can change. The way you think can change. Therefore, none of those things equal who you are. So, what is who are you? What defines that? What defines that is your state of awareness, your state of experience, what you are, where you are in experience at any point in time can change. So it's your level of awareness, Your ability to be aware is who you are. And your ability to be aware is what makes you sentient. That brought me into realizing that there can be spirits or souls that are not sentient. They're not aware. They're like an NPC, which is also mind blowing. So, being aware is who you are. You can have a different name, you can have different family. All that can change. Your DNA can change through reincarnation. If you don't believe in reincarnation, whatever. But all of those things can change. So simply being aware is who you are. It's mind-blowing. Follow me to part 3. So I know now that I was misunderstanding how emotions play in who we are and in our experience, our awareness, and our sense of self. So imagine we have a baseline, not musical bass, just, a point of normalcy. So here, this is a certain frequency, so it can be here, here, anywhere. So let's say it's in the middle, and, excuse me, you experience something that's sad. So your frequency lowers, but then it comes back up. Now, if you experience depression, where you're very sad a lot, your baseline has lowered with that sad experience or with multiple sad experiences that you experience. Sad, traumatized, anything negative, it goes down. Now, when it goes down, that is like you are living in a state of allowing yourself to not be able to experience the higher things. You're going to keep experiencing sad, depressed, traumatizing things because that's the frequency that you are existing on now. So this is why you need to go to therapy. You need to talk to a doctor, get medication. Medication can help raise your frequency. And I know this for a fact because I got on medication. But also going to therapy helps you to be able to maintain a different frequency. So now happiness obviously goes up. But when you experience happiness, it does come back down to that baseline. So a lot of people will experience that happiness, that high, and then come back down to the baseline, and it may be way down here. And then you're even more depressed. You lower it. You lower even more because, oh no, I'm not up here anymore. Experiencing happiness is not, it's not a state of being. A mood is not a state of being. It's the frequency. So you have to raise your frequency in order to get back up to a place where you don't necessarily feel happy, but you just feel good. You feel more able to regulate your emotions and more able to sustain a good or preferable type of living. And you don't need to get those highs because you're already up here. You're maintaining a frequency up here, not a mood, not an emotion, a frequency, a state of being. Follow me to part 4. I'm really trying to keep this precise, but it's just hard for these short videos. So now your baseline could be anywhere. It could be way down here to where you experience a lot of trauma and sadness, or you had, and now you don't laugh at jokes. You don't get excited for things. You may express in facial expressions that you do, but you don't actually feel it. I lived there for a long time. I know what it's like. Smiling and laughing, you don't feel the muscles in your ears up here in your head. You don't feel any of that. It's just surface here. I didn't realize that until I got a medication and started smiling and feeling my ears move when smiling. And that was mind-blowing to me. And actually laughing out loud at things that were funny, having out loud reactions to things that are cute, that are amazing. I'm able to experience now. Being able to experience is a higher state of awareness. being able to experience. Okay, so you can be way up here and you're still going to have sad things happen, and you'll experience the emotion, you'll feel it, you experience it, but it's like watching a comet come and go, like this. Okay. And a lot of people will misunderstand that idea as, wow, that's so cold. How can you not feel it? It's not that you're not feeling it. It's that you're not letting the feeling rule your continuing existence and awareness. You are not letting that define the next experiences that you have after that. So, hope that makes sense. It's important to know also that no matter what your baseline is, the universe will cater to whatever your baseline is. So if your baseline is a low frequency, the universe is going to be giving you more low frequency experiences. If it's high, it's going to give you more high frequency experiences. So now the higher your vibration, the more likely and quicker you will be able to manifest the things that you want. So the universe will literally cater to your existence, to what you want. And what you want is always more powerful than what you don't want. But if you're always thinking in terms of what you don't want, obviously that's what you're going to manifest. So everything that I've said in all these parts is to explain part one and help you understand the different dimensions of living. So like there's a bunch of different not dimensions, a bunch of different frequencies that exist within 4D. And 5D is where everything, like, there is no time, there is no decay, nothing changes. You can experience everything all at once, and you don't need light. You don't need any source of light. You're just able to experience in full literally everything that exists in 5D. It's amazing to think about. And knowing this has helped me to be able to understand. You also read about the chakras, and there isn't just the chakras here. You have chakras on your hands, your elbows, your knees, your feet. There's chakras in your fingers. There's chakras everywhere. It's and opening up every chakra and concentrating on who you are, meaning you are existence in awareness. You are awareness of existence. You are aware of everything that exists, how it exists, when it exists, what color it is, the molecules, what shade, every single fucking detail that you can think of that makes up this mouse pad. You are aware of all at the same time if you want. If you just want to be aware of the image, you can just be aware of the image. But there really isn't. Why would you have art when you can literally see just everything, every color, everything is light, you can see every frequency. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, what's the point of art? What would art look like in that type of existence? That's an interesting thought. But so I hope that this has helped you to raise your awareness of what existence is and what experience is, and how emotion ties into that, and how emotion does not equal who you are, and what you continue to be. Just really hope that helps.